Welcome back you again in the solution of XI QMA 2021. So in this video we are going to discuss the solution of question number 3 and question number 4. Okay, so question number 3 says that, just a second, yeah, question number 3 says that the side of a square is increasing at a rate 0.2 centimeter per second. Okay, so they are saying that the side of a square is increasing at a rate 0.2 centimeter per second. So find the rate of increasing of the parameter of the square. So we are going to find out the rate of increasing parameter. Okay, so I am considering, let x be the side of the square. Okay, so if x is the side of the square, so then I actually can consider is, yeah, I am considering x is the side of the square. Then as the side is increasing at a rate 0.2 centimeter per second, so in after 1 second the side will be x plus 0.2 times of x. So after 1 second this is the new length, this is the length of the square, so that will be 1.2 x centimeter, right? This is the new length of the square. Okay, new length of the side of the square. Okay, when the length of the side is x, then the perimeter is 4x centimeter. When the length of the side is, now it is given that the side is increasing at a rate 0.2 centimeter per second. So I can write as x is the length of the side. Hence I can say that dx dt is equal to 0.2. Okay, hence so when x is the length of the side, the perimeter is, I am writing this perimeter as p as 4x. Then we need to find dp dt, right? That is the increasing rate of the perimeter. Okay, so dp dt is equal to ddt of 4x, and that is 4 into dx dt. The value of dx dt is 0.2, so 4 into 0.2, so that will be 0.8. Okay, so the perimeter increasing at a rate 0.8 centimeter per second. You can see that 0.8 centimeter per second is our option A. So I actually can say option A is our correct option. Okay, so this is our correct option, right? So we have solved the question number 3. Now let us solve the question number 4. Now let us solve the question number 4, which says that a policeman fires 3 bullets on a dacoit. The probability that the dacoit will be killed by 1 bullet is 0.7. Okay, so the probability of the dacoit will be killed by 1 bullet is 0.7. So I am writing the event is equal to event. I am writing the event. Just a second. What happened? Yeah. Achha, I am writing the event k is equal to dacoit will be killed. Okay, so dacoit will be killed is equal to k. So probability of k is given that 0.7. Okay, this is the probability. Okay, now the policeman fires 3 bullets. Okay, so we need to find out the probability that dacoit is still alive. Okay, so we need to find out the probability of dacoit is still alive. So if I am denoting ki is equal to dacoit will be killed by the ith bullet. Okay, so ki is equal to dacoit will be killed by the ith bullet. So k1 is the dacoit will be killed in the first bullet, by the first bullet. K2 is equal to dacoit will be killed by the second bullet. K3 is equal to dacoit will be killed by the third bullet. So the probability that dacoit will be killed by the bullet is 0.7. So probability of k1 is 0.7 again. Probability of k2 is 0.7 and probability of k3 is also 0.7. So we need to find out what is the probability that dacoit is still alive. So dacoit is still alive. What does it mean? So it means the event dacoit is, now what is our required event? Required event means they are saying that the dacoit is still alive. So it means So K1 cannot happen. That means the dacoit cannot be killed by the first bullet. So K1 bar. Okay. And as well as dacoit cannot kill by the second bullet also. So K2 bar. Okay. And their intersection. Okay. As well as K3 bar. So this is the required event. Okay. So this is equal to this is our required event. So we need to find out this probability, this as they are mutually independent event. So probability of K1 into probability of K2 into probability of K3 bar. Okay, K1 bar into K2 bar into K3 bar. K1 bar is 0.3, K2 bar is again 0.3, K3 bar is again 0.3. So you can see that it is 0.027. So our answer is 0.027. You can see that this is our option C. So option C is our correct option. Okay, so we have solved the question number 4 also. So in the next video we will discuss the question number 5 and 6. Oh, okay. So let's solve the question number 5 and 6.